What I like the most about Erling Haaland is his determination.
He has all the potential to be one of the best strikers in the world.
He's so completely unfazed by new challenges.
He's ice cold in front of the goal.
This kid can do things that are entirely illogical.
He's a force of nature.
This pure joy of playing football.
I'm a guy who works hard, who loves scoring goals and loves to play football really.
I think a lot of people will have first noticed him when he scored 9 goals against Honduras in the Under-20 World Cup. I think the moment people realised that this is something completely different is when he started scoring goals in the Champions League the way he did. Playing in the Champions League didn't slow him down. Playing in the Champions League made him score even more goals.
I'm a quite direct player. If I could choose, I just go straight onto the goal and score.
The thing that makes Erling Haaland stand out the most is his speed. He's one of the fastest players in the Bundesliga, one of the fastest on the Dortmund squad.
There is something about his pace and size ratio that just feels wrong. He's too big to move at that speed, but there he goes.
He is a very tall striker, a very big striker, but he doesn't play like a tall and big striker. He plays like a small, fast guy.
When he was younger, when he was learning the game, he didn't have a huge size advantage. He's quite a sort of scrawny kid then. He had to learn all sort of how to move, how to find space, how to use your first touch to get away from people. He couldn't just shrug them off or throw a shoulder and send them flying like he probably can now. And that means he did develop the whole sort of tool set that you need as a striker, and then he got the physical gifts later on.
He's very mature physically. He doesn't look like a 19-year-old kid, and he can easily match up with the more mature players when it comes to physical play, and I think he's mentally very strong.
In a club like Dortmund, there is pressure, of course, but I think we can achieve good moments together.
Dortmund is basically the hotspot for developing young talent in Europe, and as you could see with Ousmane Dembélé some years ago or with Jadon Sancho, I think it's a very good spot to show your skills at a young age, and that's basically why Erling Haaland was going to Dortmund and not anywhere else.
The moves he's made in his career are specifically interesting because they've always been very, very clear and focused on his development. I mean, I think that's when it's an advantage to have a father who's played football himself, who knows a little bit about how the industry works.
Yeah, he's been helping me a lot. He's been to this game before, so he knows how it is and these kind of things. And yeah, it's good to have him by my side.
They decided to go to Molde. Part of the appeal would have been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of course, playing under him. It was also because they felt that was a good environment for him to develop. They made the decision to go to Salzburg, to RB Salzburg, in large part because that's a club who have a proven track record of taking in players and improving them. And then going to Dortmund, you can say the same thing. Dortmund is also this sort of finishing school for the very, very best.
Dortmund also was the best fit to him because they really needed a striker. They didn't have a clear number 9, a central striker. Erling Haaland was guaranteed to get a lot of playing time, and that's why he chose to come to Dortmund.
They just went direct and said, yeah, we need you, we like your playing style and we want to have you here, and I liked how they spoke to me then, and that's what triggered me.
They're enormously different players and enormously different characters, but there are shades of Cristiano Ronaldo in the sense that he's completely single-minded about becoming a better footballer. He plays football, and being a celebrity, I think for him, is a slightly annoying offshoot of that.
At the training ground, he's one of the first to arrive and one of the last to leave. He's even there when there's a day off, so he shows all the signs of someone who is really ready to work hard. He really wants to improve.
He did say when he was younger his dream was to win the title with Leeds and that he's a Leeds fan. But obviously, listen, if you're a very talented or very good player in football anywhere in the world, then the Premier League is a place you think about going.
I think that he will probably end up in the Premier League. I mean, his dad played there, and I think that he has an advantage speaking the language. It's different going to Spain or Italy, although I don't think that Italy or any Italian club except for Juventus would ever have a shot at buying him. If there's a club who wants to buy him now, I think they would have to pay at least 200 million euros.
So I spoke to someone who knows the club quite well, who suggested that there might be bids for him already this summer. I don't think this is just a flash in the pan. He just has qualities that don't go away. As long as his mentality and his focus stays where it is now, I'd be very surprised if he is not one of the dominant centre forwards in world football over the next 10 years.